I want to take you to the eastern region where the court has upheld the NDC's injunction blocking Ernest Kumi, who happens to be the NPP's parliamentary candidate for Akwatia, from being sworn in as the Member of Parliament for the area. Our Eastern Regional Correspondent Neil Amate Kanaku is joining us now to give us more regarding this matter and, of course, exactly what transpired in court. Neil, thank you so much for your time. What more can you add to this? We know that the court has upheld the injunction by the NDC. We know that the NPP was challenging this injunction. Lawyers for the NPP, represented, of course, by Gary Numako, were in the region yesterday, praying that the court sets aside this application to injunct the swearing in of Ernest Kumi as Member of Parliament for Akwatia. This morning, we're being told that the Kufodia High Court has upheld that injunction, which will then restrain the New Patriotic Party's parliamentary candidate for Akwatia, Ernest Kumi, from holding himself out as the Member of Parliament elect for Akwatia constituency, and of course subsequently blocking his swearing in by the Speaker of Parliament later tonight. Well, we'll have Neil Amate Kanaku on the lines now. Thank you very much, Neil. Bring us up to speed. What exactly happened in court today?
Thank you very much, Nana. So the news is that Ernest Kumi, who was declared by the Electoral Commission Akesano in Accra as being the winner of the Akwatia seat, will not be sworn in Parliament today. The NDC sought an injunction on his swearing in, which the NPP lawyer, that is Ernest Kumi's lawyer, Gary Numako, also filed an application that is late Friday, seeking for the court to quash that injunction today. The judge who sat on the issue indicated that the Electoral Commission's Bosman Asari, during a press conference, indicated that they gazetted 274 MPs elect, which means there is a gazette. Gary Numako indicated, he argued that that should not be in the case of a gazette. But the judge upheld the decision and then indicated that he's set aside Gary's application, which means that Ernest Kumi will not be sworn into Parliament. That is today. I have with me here the head of legal affairs for the National Democratic Congress, NDC, in the Eastern region, who has been through this case. He has sat on this case throughout. Lawyer Isaac Ninta, welcome to Channel One TV.
Thank you.
You have been in court following the process throughout. Tell us what happened in court today, and are you happy by the judge's ruling?
Of course. When the law prevails, things are put in their proper places. Whatever happened at Akwatia was very unfortunate. That is why we are petitioning the court, and we secured an interim injunction order, which was served on Parliament. Pursuant to that, Ernest Kumi was refrained from registering to be sworn in because there is an injunction order stopping Parliament from doing that. Quickly, they came to court on a Friday and they served us with an application looking to set aside the injunction order that had been granted by the court. And they served us to come to court on a Sunday. Honestly, in my 23 years practice as a lawyer, I've never been to court on a Sunday. But we are all officers of the law. Whenever we are called upon, duty call, we have to be there. And so yesterday, we had to put on our wigs and gown, and we came to court. We argued it out. They were insisting that the order of staying without jurisdiction of the court. Their application was very confusing. If I may have the time to explain, just maybe in a minute. A motion paper contains the relief, that is your prayers, what you're asking the court to do for you. Then, after the motion paper, we have the affidavit in support. The affidavit support is the fact on which you are asking the court to grant you the prayers or the relief. Now, if you look at the application which they brought before the court, the motion paper is asking for prayers or relief, which are totally different from what is contained in the affidavit in support. And so there was confusion. We have to raise this before the court. Well, at the end of the day, the court adjourned his ruling to today, Monday. Today is the 6th of January, 10 o'clock, for his ruling. So we all came here again. He delivered his ruling, and he has dismissed their application to set aside the interim injunction order. So where we stand is that the interim injunction order, which was granted by the court, dated 2nd January 2025, which restrains Parliament from swearing in Ernest Kumi of Akwatia constituency, continues to operate. It is still operational. And so at this stage, Ernest Kumi cannot continue to hold himself as the MP elect for Akwatia, constituency. He cannot also present himself to Parliament for the purpose of being registered or to be sworn in. All of these actions will be tantamount to contempt. And if that happens, we will proceed with that action.
Gary Namakon, who spoke to me a while ago, indicated that he is not too happy with the ruling of the courts. He called it as biased. What is your point of view on this particular issue? Do you feel the judge was not fair?
The judge was absolutely clear in his judgment, in his ruling. I'm even surprised with the issue of bias. Well, if that is what he's saying, we will meet him wherever he files his processes. It is his right to file if that's what he wants to do. But I doubt whether he can be able to do anything about this because the ruling was right on point. This is a ruling, a solid ruling. And so I don't see how, if it's agreed. Yeah, of course, once a judgment or ruling goes against you, you may feel aggrieved. But you have to look at the substance and see whether it's on point. And for me, sitting down in the courtroom, listening to the ruling delivered by the judgment, by the judge, everything is on point. So I don't see how, if he's aggrieved, he may want to go to the Supreme Court. But whatever he wants to go, it is his right.
Yeah, he said you are going to seek redress.
No problem. And wherever he goes, we will be there to meet him.
Thank you very much for
You're welcome.
Channel One TV. So, Nana Tufo, you just heard from the Director of Legal Affairs for the National Democratic Congress in the Eastern Region, lawyer Minka Labi, who has been on the force for the NDC in the region with regards to issues relating to court matters on this particular election in the Eastern region. Now, when you move to the Fantiakwa constituency, which was also in court today, the sitting judge indicated that he has a personal relationship with both parties. That is the new patriotics, Apia Akobia, who happens to be the parliamentary candidate for that particular area, that is the Fantiakwa North constituency, and Haruna Aporedu. He said he has personal and close relationship with them, which means that it will not help him in making saint judgment or on the case without being bringing on his personal relationship with them. So he's recused himself from that case, and then so it means that the injunction which the NDC also went to court to restrain Apia Akobia as being sworn in has also been upheld by the court, and that
we seem to have lost need there, but basically the news is that the Koforidua High Court has upheld the injunction restraining the New Patriotic Party's parliamentary candidate Ernest Kumi from holding himself out as MP-elect for Akwatia, and of course restraining the Clerk of Parliament from swearing him in as MP for the constituency. The Akwatia seat was one of several that were being contested, and we know that that subsequent collation and the declaration was done at the National Police Training School here in Accra, Tesano. And of course, the NDC's parliamentary candidate, Henry Boakye Yadom, sought an injunction in court to restrain the NPP's candidate, Ernest Kumi, from holding himself out as MP-elect, and of course, to block his swearing in into Parliament. Kanaku is back on the line. Ni, if you can wrap it up for me briefly regarding the reports that you were giving us earlier in respect to the Akwatia constituency and, of course, the subsequent application for an injunction, which has been, of course, upheld by the court today.
Yes, thank you very much, Nana. So the Akwatia constituency, Ernest Kumi, who was declared by the Electoral Commission at Tesano in Accra, will not be sworn into Parliament today. Now, when we move to the Fantiakwa North constituency, which is also being challenged, the NDC went to court to seek an injunction on the swearing in of Apia Akobia as the MP-elect for the area. Apia Akobia, who was on the ticket of the New Patriotic Party, has been challenged, and they brought a case to court yesterday, but the judge decided to give his judgment today. Today, when he sat on the issue, he indicated that his Lordship George Akwatia indicated that his personal relationship with the two parties, that is Akwatia of the NPP and Redu of the NDC, will not allow him to diligently perform his duties. So he's recused himself from that particular case, and indicating that they are going to get another judge to sit on that particular case. So as it stands now, the new patriotic parties, Akwatia, who was declared by the Electoral Commission at Tesano in Accra, and Ernest Kumi, who happens to represent the people of Akwatia on the ticket of the new patriotic party, who was also declared by the Electoral Commission in Accra at Tesano, vote not to be sworn into Parliament today.
Very well. Thank you so much for your time, Ni. Grateful. Neil Ni Amate Kanakua, Eastern Regional Correspondent, giving us updates regarding the matter where the Koforidua High Court has upheld an injunction by the National Democratic Congress to stop or refrain Ernest Kumi of the New Patriotic Party from holding himself out as MP-elect for the Akwatia constituency. This ruling subsequently blocks the Clerk of Parliament from swearing Ernest Kumi in as Member of Parliament for the constituency.